Good evening, and thank you for joining us. This could be a critical week as the threat of war looms in Ukraine. Tonight, President Biden is warning Russia that it will face swift and severe consequences should it attack, adding that the U.S. and its allies are continuing to prepare for every scenario. The Cold War foes faced off today at a meeting at the UN Security Council. The U.S. called for the de-escalation of the largest mobilization of troops and weapons in Europe in decades. And there's some breaking news. This CBS News has learned Russia just delivered a written response to a U.S. proposal aimed at lowering those tensions. CBS's Weijia Zhang is going to lead off our coverage with the news at the White House. Good evening, Weijia.
Good evening to you, Nora. Tonight, the Pentagon is seeing increasing Russian military activity all around Ukraine. In fact, that is what led to the showdown at the UN between Russia and the U.S. Even though President Biden is still pushing for a diplomatic solution, he's also clear-eyed about the potential for war. The Russian military continues to flex its muscle around Ukraine, holding exercises on land, in the air, and on the water. Vladimir Putin has denied any interest in invading. Today, President Biden said the U.S. is ready either way.
Russia is continuing its buildup of its forces around Ukraine. We are ready no matter what happens.
During a meeting of the UN Security Council, Russia blamed the U.S. for provoking escalation, again insisting Moscow has no plans to attack.
We fully understand that the desire of our American colleagues to whip up hysterics.
The U.S. ambassador to the UN, Linda Thomas-Greenfield, demanded to know why then are there more than 100,000 Russian troops surrounding Ukraine on three sides.
Imagine how uncomfortable you would be if you had 100,000 troops sitting on your border in the way that these troops are sitting on the border with Ukraine.
U.S. officials say there is new evidence that Russia intends to expand its presence to more than 30,000 troops near the Belarus border. NATO Secretary General warned that Russia may use joint training exercises with Belarus, set to begin in 10 days as a disguise to attack.
That was actually what happened back in 2014 when they annexed Crimea.
Ukraine's defense minister today celebrated the latest American ammunition shipment, which comes as civilian volunteers across the country, some with no military experience, are training to fight the Russians, armed only with these stand-in plywood rifles. CBS News has learned that the Pentagon is close to announcing the deployment of U.S. troops based in Europe, moving them close to the front lines with Russia. And tomorrow, Secretary of State Antony Blinken is set to speak with Russia's foreign minister when they will almost certainly talk about that new written response. Nora?
Weijia Zhang with all the news. Thank you.